Good day, and welcome to the NetEase second quarter 2026 earnings conference call. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Brandy Piacente. Please go ahead.
Thank you, operator. Please note that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements relating to the future performance of the company and are intended to qualify for the safe harbor from liability as established by the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act. Such statements are not guarantees of future performance and are subject to certain risks and uncertainties, assumptions, and other factors. Some of these risks are beyond the company's control and could cause actual results to differ materially from those mentioned in today's press release and this discussion. A general discussion of the risk factors that could affect NetEase's business and financial results is included in certain filings of the company with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including its annual report on Form 20-F and in announcements and filings on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange's website. The company does not undertake any obligation to update this forward-looking information except as required by law. During today's call, management will also discuss certain non-GAAP financial measures which should not be considered in isolation or as a substitute for the financial information prepared and presented in accordance with U.S. GAAP. For a definition of non-GAAP financial measures and a reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP financial results, please see the second quarter 2026 earnings news release issued earlier today. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. In addition, an investor presentation and a webcast replay of this conference call will be available on the NetEase corporate website at ir.netease.com. Joining us today on the call from NetEase's senior management are Mr. William Ding, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Hu Zhipeng, Executive Vice President, Ms. Eileen Moore, Vice President of Finance, and Mr. Bill Pang, Vice President of Corporate Development. I will now turn the call over to Bill, who will read the prepared remarks on William's behalf. Bill?
Thank you, Brandy, and welcome everyone to today's call. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that all percentages are based on RMB. In the first half of 2026, we delivered healthy growth across business segments. Total revenue reached RMB 30.1 billion in the second quarter, driven by the solid performance of our games business. Our games and related value-add services generated net revenues of RMB 25 billion, reflecting the broader appeal of our portfolio in both domestic and overseas markets. The strength of our portfolio stems from our sustained focus on innovation across the full life cycle of our games, from original concept and development through long-term live operations. By combining our engineering capabilities, creative design expertise, and disciplined execution, we bring new ideas to life and deliver fresh experiences across genres, platforms, and markets. One recent example is Sea of Elements. Released in China in July, it showcases our ongoing emphasis on original IP and genre innovation. Built on our in-house game engine, Sea of Elements combines a distinctive visual style with an open-world ocean fantasy setting. By combining naval combat, extraction gameplay, and roguelike progression, the game creates varied adventures that unfold differently each time. Across themed islands, players encounter a wide cast of NPCs that bring each island to life through meaningful interactions and evolving storylines. A variety of brand and content collaborations have also expanded the game's reach, extending its content ecosystem beyond the core gameplay experience. We are also preparing for the game's global rollout and look forward to introducing Sea of Elements to players worldwide. Our innovation efforts are not only limited to new launches. They extend across our established titles, where we keep evolving gameplay systems, introducing new content, and strengthening live operations to sustain player enthusiasm over time. Sword of Justice launched its major anniversary update, New World, in June. The comprehensive upgrade to the open world experience improved visual quality, streamlined cultivation systems, and refined the in-game economy, creating a more enjoyable experience for both returning and new players. It also introduced the Dali, highly immersive new region to expand exploration and add greater storytelling depth. The community response was strong, with active players exceeding 10 million on launch day and concurrent users reaching a 2-year high, demonstrating the title's ongoing appeal. Players continue to gravitate to Identity V with its steady cadence of live service updates, including anniversary content, crossover events, and new gameplay experiences. In June, the game introduced Cryptic Nodes, a new PvE mode that offers a lighter experience beyond its core PvP gameplay, opening up new ways for the community to play. This excitement carried into July with the launch of Season 44, introducing new themed costumes and events alongside the latest Paper Bride crossover. This update sparked active discussions across live streaming and social media platforms, helping keep the community engaged and reinforcing the game's long-term appeal. During the second quarter, the Naraka Breakpoint franchise unified its PC and mobile ecosystems. Players can now enjoy the game's signature melee combat seamlessly across devices while strengthening connections across its broader player community. Building on the increased connectivity, Naraka Breakpoint kicked off its 5th anniversary celebration in July, with a major content update that introduced all new land and underwater battlefields, as well as a new underwater combat system. These additions refreshed the game's core experience and drove strong player engagement across platforms. Eggy Party further solidified its position as China's leading party game destination. It reached a new milestone, 700 million registered users, and monthly active users remained steadily above 100 million. In June, the game celebrated its 4th anniversary, bringing another wave of player activity, supported by diverse gameplay, a vibrant EGC ecosystem, and a rich slate of live operations. This strong momentum continued into the summer, with Eggy Party remaining among the top-ranked titles on both China's iOS top downloads and grossing chart, and peaking at number 3 on the top grossing chart. Peak daily active users also reached a multi-year high for the summer period. UGC remains one of Eggy Party's defining strengths. Over the past year, the ecosystem has continued to thrive, supported by more powerful creation tools and a growing base of engaged creators. Total creator rewards reached a new milestone of over RMB 200 million to date, reflecting both the vitality of this creator community and strong player demands for diverse user-generated content. Recent upgrades to the editor, including integration with multiple AI models, have also made it easier for creators to learn, create, and program. Together, these efforts expand what players can create and support Eggy Party's evolution from a standalone party game into a broader content platform. Our flagship MMORPG, Fantasy Virtual Journey Online, continues to evolve across both its classic and unlimited servers. During the summer, its new expansion pack and Dunhuang-themed content further engaged players, underscoring its timeless popularity and its healthy community. Meanwhile, Fantasy Virtual Journey Mobile carried its record-setting momentum into the second quarter, supported by refinements to the in-game economy and ongoing gameplay iterations. During the quarter, the game introduced a new equivalent progression system and an extraction gameplay mode. These additions created fresh progression paths and greater strategic depth, gaining real traction with players. In July, the Summer Treasure Pavilion offered a wider selection of costumes and items tailored to players' preferences, driving robust commercial performance. The launch of the Origin server helped the Westward Journey Returns build strong momentum in the second quarter. By preserving the iconic appeal of the Westward Journey franchise while introducing a portrait mode interface and more relaxed gameplay, the Origin server delivers a more accessible experience that players can enjoy anytime and anywhere, contributing to the title's strong performance in Q2. Infinite Borders further reinforced its leading position in the SLG genre through new innovative gameplay and initiative designed to address community needs. New features such as Infinite Border Kill, a social deduction game mode, were well received by players, while its collaboration with Minecraft China helped the game reach a broader and younger audience. The launch of the highly anticipated special servers, together with a series of pre-anniversary events ahead of its 11th anniversary, generated renewed excitement across the community, demonstrating the title's enduring appeal and continued relevance in the strategy game market. Alongside our success in the domestic market, we made additional steady progress in broadening our global reach. Whirlwind Smith has demonstrated a healthy growth trajectory since its successful global launch last year. Its player base continued to grow in the second quarter, with positive reviews on Steam staying above 87%. In June, we brought this immersive open-world action RPG to even more players worldwide with its successful launch on Xbox. The game also repeatedly ranks among the top 3 titles on Steam's global top seller chart following major content updates. This underscores the long-term potential of content-driven games and highlights our proven capabilities in delivering high-quality content and live operations. In the domestic market, Whirlwind Smith also expanded its player community in the quarter with major new region additions, including Qingzhou and Hangzhou. The Hangzhou expansion proved particularly popular and pushed the game to the number 3 spot on China's iOS top grossing chart. This update brought distinctive local culture, fresh narrative, and immersive exploration, driving year-over-year growth in quarterly revenue and achieving record-high monthly active users. Marvel Rivals continued to build on its global success through a steady stream of seasonal content, live service updates, and community initiatives. In June, the game introduced a refreshed 18 versus 18 mode set in Kunlun Shenlong Arena, alongside new heroes, maps, and events that broadened gameplay variety. The Rivals Summer Festival added further momentum with a wide selection of themed costumes for fan-favorite characters, helped pushing the game to number 2 on Steam's global top seller chart and number 1 in multiple regions, including the United States. Most recently, the franchise extended its reach beyond the screen through real-world touchpoints across major fan events. At San Diego Comic-Con in late July, Marvel Rivals generated even more excitement among players with new announcements and interactive fun activities. The mid-season finals was later held in Los Angeles, attracting top players and fans while reinforcing the title's competitive ecosystem and long-term live service foundation. As we continue to grow our existing portfolio, we're also advancing the development of new titles and exploring fresh ideas across diverse genres, gameplay experiences, and markets. Atlanta is progressing steadily towards launch as a free-spirited urban open-world RPG. The game invites players to experience a vibrant modern city through a variety of characters, lifestyles, and activities, providing a high degree of freedom in exploration and interaction. With strong anticipation from player community, we will continue to share more updates as development progresses. Blood Message made a strong impression at the Summer Game Fest, where overseas audience responded positively to the latest gameplay footage. The trailer has since generated around 40 million views globally, with players praising its visual fidelity, distinctive storytelling, and cinematic combat. Our commitment to innovation and long-term operating capabilities also created value for our partner titles. Blizzard titles performed well in China during the quarter, supported by localized operations and a steady stream of updates. World of Warcraft and Hearthstone continue to engage their long-standing communities in China, backed by consistent updates and initiatives tailored to the local markets. Overwatch celebrated its 10th anniversary during the quarter with special content, rewards, and activities that revitalized players and drove a significant increase in active users. Diablo 4 further expanded its presence in China through exclusive localized content, localized events, and newly introduced Chinese mythology-themed skins, driving solid growth in both active users and player retention during the second quarter. Together, these achievements reflect the breadth and strength of our portfolio, from new releases to established titles, across China and global markets through both our own IP and partner collaborations. We aim to keep our games relevant and engaging through new ideas, ongoing content updates, and disciplined live operations, while responding to evolving player expectations. This innovative mindset will continue to guide us as we build stronger communities and create even more compelling experiences for players worldwide. Turning to our other businesses, Youdao further advanced its AI-native strategy and deepen AI-driven innovation across its ecosystem. In the second quarter, Youdao launched its latest large language model, Confucius-4, with substantially enhanced capabilities. The new model delivers stronger performance in visual math and physics reasoning, particularly on complex diagrams, at lower inference cost. Youdao also upgraded its translation model with an efficient acceleration mechanism, increasing inference speed by approximately 80%. Beyond large language models, it further advanced its AI agent capabilities towards autonomous execution of complex real-world tasks, demonstrating stronger capabilities beyond simple Q&A interactions. The learning services segment continued its healthy development, driven by the strong performance of Youdao Lingshi. Popular features, including AI-powered English essay grading, AI quiz recommendations, and AI-based college admission advisors, continue to enhance user satisfaction and drive higher user retention. Within the segment, AI-driven subscriptions also maintain strong momentum. The advertising efficiency in Youdao's online marketing services also continued to improve. We recently launched the second-generation AI ad placement optimizer, further enhancing the user experience and advertising efficiency with more streamlined and automated features. While capturing emerging opportunities in areas such as AI application and short-form dramas, Youdao also made steady progress in client acquisition and retention. The smart devices segment sustained its focus on product innovation, with the Youdao Dictionary Pen maintaining a strong market position. In June, we launched the Youdao Dictionary Pen X8, featuring an expanded library of 80 million words and photo-based tutoring across a broad range of subjects. During the 618 Shopping Festival, Youdao Dictionary Pen ranked number 1 in sales on JD.com and Tmall within this category for the 7th consecutive year. Looking ahead, Youdao will continue to execute its AI-native strategy across learning and advertising scenarios. For NetEase Cloud Music, we further developed its music-centric ecosystem in the first half of 2026, prioritizing exceptional user experiences, distinctive content, and a vibrant music community to support healthy and steady growth. Enhancements to user experience and strong brand perception continue to drive higher user engagement and expanding the daily active user base. Our DAU versus MAU ratio remained above 30% in the first half of 2026, increasing both year-over-year and sequentially. The average daily mobile music listening time also rose steadily, with penetration rates of community content consumption and interactions improving notably. In particular, retention and renewal rates across our expanded membership base increased both year-over-year and sequentially, reflecting stronger user loyalty and deeper connection to the platform. We also enriched our comprehensive and distinctive content library by expanding copyrighted music and promoting original music. Earlier this year, we renewed partnerships with major labels such as Universal Music Group, as well as added new content and Chinese labels, OSTs, and variety show music, while enhancing our signature genres. At the same time, we continue to promote original Chinese music, with our recent in-house releases such as December 31st gaining widespread acclaim. From the product's perspective, we remain focused on user needs, advancing innovation across music discovery and consumption experiences while organizing our community by making music exploration more intuitive and engaging on the platform. We also launched innovative functions such as AI-inspired playlists to address users' diverse music discovery preferences. Subscription-based membership grew as well, improving our music-oriented monetization. We further refined membership benefits built around content, features, personalization privileges, and artist-related offerings, all of which enhance the performance overall value proposition and support ongoing membership growth. Turning to Yanxuan. Yanxuan once again secured leading positions on e-commerce platforms across its key categories in the second quarter. New products in pet food, home scents, and home good categories performed well, generating healthy growth. Notably, the freshly steamed pet food series, which we launched last year with our differentiated steaming technology and fresh meat recipes, continued to deliver solid sales while earning recognition from leading industry organizations. In closing, across the NetEase family of businesses, we remain committed to innovation and staying at the forefront of technology. By integrating leading technologies into every stage of product development and operation, we create compelling user experiences that help shape industry trends. This approach continues to support sustainable growth across our business. In our games portfolio in particular, it enhances the appeal of both established titles and new releases, extending our success in China to broader global. Throughout the year, we will continue to foster an environment that empowers our developers to push creative boundaries. As we advance our products with cutting-edge technology, we believe we are well positioned to create even more engaging experiences and enduring value for players, communities, and shareholders alike. That concludes William's comments, and I will turn the call over to Eileen for more detailed discussion of our financial results. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. I will now provide a brief review of our 2026 interim financial results with a focus on the second quarter. Given the limited time on today's call, I will present some abbreviated financial highlights. We encourage you to read through our press release issued earlier today for further details. As a reminder, all amounts are in RMB unless otherwise stated. Our total net revenue for the first half of 2026 were RMB 60.7 billion, or $8.9 billion, representing a 7% increase year-over-year. For the second quarter, total revenue were RMB 30.1 billion, or $4.4 billion. During the first half, total net revenue from our games and the related VAS were RMB 15.7 billion, up 8% year-over-year. In the second quarter, net revenue grew 10% to reach RMB 25 billion. Specifically, net revenue from our online games were RMB 49.5 billion for the first half, up 9% year-over-year. In the second quarter, online games net revenue were RMB 24.5 billion, decreasing 2% quarter-over-quarter and increasing 10% year-over-year. The quarter-over-quarter decrease was mainly due to a slight decline in net revenue from certain self-development games and licensed games. The year-over-year increase was attributable to higher net revenue from self-development games, such as Phantom's Virtual Journey franchise and Rare Remix. Youdao's net revenue increased 4% to RMB 2.8 billion for the first half of 2026. In the second quarter, net revenue were RMB 1.5 billion, up 9% quarter-over-quarter and 3% year-over-year. The quarter-over-quarter and the year-over-year increases were mainly attributable to higher net revenue from its learning services segment. NetEase Cloud Music net revenue increased 3% year-over-year to RMB 4.0 billion for the first half of 2026. In the second quarter, net revenues were RMB 2 billion, remaining broadly stable quarter-over-quarter and year-over-year. Net revenues from the innovative business and others totaled RMB 3.2 billion for the first half of 2026. In the second quarter, net revenue were RMB 1.6 billion, up 6% quarter-over-quarter and down 4% year-over-year. The quarter-over-quarter increase was mainly attributable to higher net revenue from the e-commerce business and several other businesses within this segment. The year-over-year decrease was mainly due to modest decline in net revenue from the e-commerce business. For the first half, our gross profit margin was 69.9%. In the second quarter, our gross profit margin increased year-over-year to 70.5% from 64.7% in the prior year period. Looking at our second quarter margins in more detail, gross profit margin was 76.1% from our games and related VAS, compared with 70.2% in the same period of last year. The improvement was primarily driven by lower revenue sharing costs related to platforms. Our gross profit margin for Youdao was 48.9%, compared with 43.0% in the same period of last year. The increase was mainly driven by improved gross profit margin from its learning services segment. Gross profit margin for NetEase Cloud Music was 37.4%, compared with the 36.1% in the same period last year. The increase was primarily driven by lower channel fee rates, along with the continued cost structure optimization. For our innovative business and others, gross profit margin was 43.4%, compared with 42.3% in the second quarter of 2025. The improvement was primarily driven by the higher contribution from higher margin business within this segment. Total operating expenses for the second quarter were RMB 9.1 billion, representing 30% of our total net revenue. Taking a closer look at our expense composition, our selling and marketing expenses accounted for 12.2% of total net revenue in the second quarter, compared with 12.8% in the same period of last year, remaining generally stable year-over-year. For the first half, the ratio was 11.7%, remaining broadly in line with the same period last year. Our G&A expenses accounted for 2.7% of total net revenues in the second quarter, compared with the 3.8% in the same period of last year. For the first half, the ratio was 2.4%, compared with the 3.5% in the same period of last year. Our R&D expenses remained stable at 15.4% of total net revenues in the second quarter, compared with 15.6% in the same period of last year, reflecting our consistent investment in innovation and content development. For the first half, the ratio was 15.0%, remaining broadly in line with the same period of last year. The effective tax rate was 21.7% for the first half and 25.5% for the second quarter. As a reminder, the effective tax rate is presented on an accrual basis, and the tax credits vary across each of our entities at different time periods. depending on applicable policies and our operations. Our non-GAAP net income attributable to shareholders for the second quarter totaled RMB 7.7 billion or $1.1 billion, with the year-over-year decline primarily attributable to investment losses. Non-GAAP basic earnings per ADS for the quarter was $1.78 or $0.36 per share. For the first half, non-GAAP net income attributable to shareholders was down 8% year-over-year to RMB 19 billion or $2.8 billion, which is $4.38 per ADS or $0.88 per share. Additionally, our cash position remains strong. As of June 30, 2026, our total net cash position was RMB 157.5 billion, compared with RMB 163.5 billion at the end of 2025. In accordance with our dividend policy, we are pleased to report that our board of directors has approved a dividend of $9.6 cents per share or $0.48 per ADS for the second quarter. Lastly, under our current $5 billion share repurchase program, we had repurchased approximately 24.8 million ADS as of June 30, 2026, for a total cost of approximately $2.3 billion. Thank you for your attention. We would now like to open the call to your questions.
Thank you. If you wish to ask a question, please press star, then 1 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star, then 2. If you are on a speakerphone, please pick up the handset to ask your question. The first question comes from Alicia Yap with Citigroup. Please go ahead. Ms. Yap, please go ahead with your question. Your line is open. Is your phone muted accidentally?
喂，听到吗？
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Thank you.
不好意思。Yeah, hello, can you hear me now? Yeah. 管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我想问一下这个游记遗忘之海，想请管理层分享一下遗忘之海目前的最新表现，然后以及对未来一个季度游戏流水表现的一个预期。目前有哪些方面是做的比较好，然后未来计划进行哪些调整，以及有什么进一步的改善游戏的一些表现。我自己翻译一下。So can management share the latest performance of Sea of Remnants and also the expected grossing for the next quarter? What aspects are currently doing well? And then what adjustments are planned in the future to further improve the game's performance? Thank you.
遗忘之海上线以后呢，收到了很多玩家的反馈，其中呢有不少是批评的。我们回顾了玩家用户提出的意见我们在强烈这个产品呢就有强烈的这个探索性质的视觉风格，以及肉鸽大世界的较为创新的玩法设计的时候呢，没有能够充分降低玩家在初期体验中的一些理解成本，影响了玩家的初期体验和那么目前呢，针对这个问题，我们团队已经储备了大量优质的内容，为这个产品的长期运营和持续拓展提供了立足点。在经历了上线这个磨合以后呢，高频次的产品的内容迭代和体验优化，我们已经看到用户逐渐认可目前产品的核心玩法和内容品质。 已经回归到对游戏内容和运营的探讨。目前整个用户群体的口碑和满意度都在持续改善。那在未来，我们会继续持续的服务好核心的用户，对用户提出的体验问题会进行持续不停的优化。另外也会进一步的梳理过去游戏前期的一些内容，让创新的玩法和内容呢能够被用户接受。我们对这个产品的长期运营还是非常有信心的。谢谢。
Okay, I will do the translation. So, when development ability in China market, we did receive a lot of user feedback, and among which are certain amount are critics. Review, what we all the feedback we received. We realized that while we're trying to explore a very bold visual style and the roguelike gameplay, which is the kind of novel open world experience, we did not sufficiently lower the learning curve for players in the early stages, which to some extent affected the initial player experience. So that's feedback we have heard and been taken. So in the meantime, our team has prepared a substantial amount of large high quality amount of content, and which provide the foundation of the long-term operation and sustainable player community operation. After this initial feedback round, along with the high cadence of content update and experience observation, we believe we have seen growing recognition from the players group of the game's core gameplay and content quality, which with discussions shift back to the game's content and ongoing operations, the overall sentiment and satisfaction is continued to improve. Looking ahead, we'll continue to serve our core players of this game well, and keep optimizing the experience problems we heard from players. In the meantime, we will streamline the early stage game content, make sure the innovative gameplay could be better and wider accepted and experienced by the players. We are confident in the long-term potential of this game. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. The next question comes from Sui-Xing Zhang with CICC. Please go ahead.
感谢管理层接受我提问，我想请教一下目前无限大的研发进度怎么样？然后现在在都市开放世界赛道上有多个竞品，无限大具体的突围策略是什么？我自己翻译一下。Thanks management for taking my question. Could management update us on the development progress of Ananta, with several competing titles targeting the urban open world genre? How does the company plan to differentiate the game and stand out from the competition? Thank you.
我来回答一下这个问题。那么，无限大这个项目目前呢是研发进展的还是比较顺利的。我们正在对产品进行持续的打磨。我们也将在即将到来的科隆游戏展上公开游戏最新的进度，请大家期待。面对竞争呢，我们觉得无限大作为开放都市的世界，那始终有自己独特的优势。这种优势呢，跟产品的调性、主题、玩法和内容上的独特性有关，是可以给大家带来相比市面上其他开放都市游戏不一样的新鲜感。让我们始终觉得高品质的内容、独特的叙事调性以及创新的玩法和更合理的商业化模式是保证产品成功的一个关键。谢谢。
Okay, I'll help do the translation. Nanta is well on track with its development as the team is now keep polishing the game experience. We'll unveil the game's latest progress at the Gamescom next week, so please stay tuned. In terms of competition, we believe Nanta has its own distinctive strengths as an urban open world experience. The strengths come from the product's unique identity, its theme, and its gameplay design as well, which can offer players a fresh experience that stand apart from other open world urban games in the market. Ultimately, we believe that the high quality content, the distinctive narrative identity, the innovative gameplay, and the thoughtful monetization design will be the key to build a successful, being a key part of behind the successful product. Thank you for your question. Operator, next question, please.
Your next question comes from Lincoln Kong with Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问啊，那也恭喜咱们二季度非常稳健的一个业绩。那我是想问一下，就说其实过去1-2年呢，我们也看到这公司主动呢开始减少一些这个新游戏的一个发布的数量把这个资源进一步聚焦到这个重点产品上。那当然就像烟云漫威其实也取得了非常强的表现那整体的这个公司咱们这个游戏的业务的这个基数其实也是逐渐扩大嘛。那往未来去看，就是在我们的这个新品储备相对可能比以前要精简一些，然后现有的这个游戏业务的这个基数更高的一个状况下，应该怎么去想公司进一步去推动这个业务的一个增长，就未来的这个主要的这个增长的这个驱动力和经营策略可不可以再请管理层帮我们分享一下？Thank you, management, for taking my question. So, congrats on the very solid second quarter. So over the past 1 or 2 years, actually, the company proactively reduced the number of new game launches to focus the resources on the key titles. And meanwhile, like a new release like Smart World Rival delivered very strong performance. So looking ahead with a relatively lean pipeline of new games and the higher baseline for our existing portfolio, how does company plan to drive further business growth? So what will be the primary growth driver and operating strategy moving forward? Thank you.
第一个呢，我们对精品游戏内容的投入呢，还是会持续不断的加强这个方向一定要把握清楚，内容的质量一定要高。第二个呢，我们会充分利用 AI 这个能力的放大器，加速产品开发的进度和用户在游戏世界中的体验。我们很有信心相信，在 AI 的工具的加持下，我们会比其他公司同行做出更多优质的内容的体验我们很有信心这是我们的观点，谢谢。
Okay, I will help do the transition. Well, first of all, regarding the really high quality products, we're not hesitating to keep investment in, and we're actually going to keep investing to keep building really high quality, elite quality level of premium products, premium quality of products. Of course, when doing new product, we need to make sure that we have a clear vision, as well as the making sure the quality is definitely top notch. And secondly, now as of today, with the help of AI capabilities, which we believe is an amplifier, that we believe we can expedite the development speed, and as well as leveraging AI capabilities to improve the user experience when user playing our game. We have confidence that with the help of AI tools, we can build more high quality products than most of our peers in the industry, providing high quality experience to our players. That's something we have confidence in, and that's our view. And thank you for your question. Operator, next question, please.
Yes, your next question comes from Richie Sun with HSBC. Please go ahead.
管理层晚上好，谢谢你们接受我的提问的。最近看到两款新游戏开始有一些测试，就是雾海之下还有诡异长风。我想问一下，管理层如何看待这两款游戏的商业化潜力？预计什么时候可以上线？Thank you, management, for taking my questions. So recently that you test two games undergoing testings beneath the mist and also Tama's Shadow View. So how does management view the monetization potential of these two games, and when can these games be launched? Thank you.
我来回答一下这个问题。这两款产品呢，目前确实都还在处于集中打磨玩家的体验的阶段。让我们打磨到觉得可以满足玩家的需求，就会上线。那么，作为内容的生产方呢，我们始终是认为，刚刚提到的这个商业化潜力嘛，那么提供优秀的游戏体验，始终是达到好的商业化结果的一个前提的条件。
Okay, I will do the translation. So, thank you for your question. Both of the products you mentioned are still ongoing intensive refinement. And when the refinements approach a stage that we believe will satisfy the users' demands, and we will release them. As the game developer, we believe player experience is the key of everything. We believe delivering an excellent experience is the foundation of achieving commercial success. Thank you for your question.
And that concludes the question and answer session. I would like to turn the conference back over to Brandy Piacente for any additional or closing comments. Brandy, please go ahead with your closing comments.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Thank you once again for joining us today. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you again.
This concludes the conference. You may disconnect your line. Thank you.